A lot of the time, people are seeking for motivation. I didn't feel motivated to go to the gym today. Most days I don't. But you have to just get into the routine anyway. And you just got to do it, because success is to do with discipline and not so much to do with motivation, which everybody is looking for. They're always thinking, I'm not motivated to go and do something. What shall I do? I'm like, you should do it anyway, because that's how winners are made. That's how success happens. And you'll always find a lot of the time when you're like trying to push yourself to do something, it's more the beginning that feels harder. It's like I don't know if you've had it before, like when you're trying to push a car. Let's say your car gets stuck in some mud or some sand or something, try and push a car. It's always that first part, or push a car out of snow, right? That happens a lot in the UK. It's the first part that is always toughest. You're always like just pushing, and you can't get it moving. But once you get it moving, you find it's a lot easier, right? Let me know if you guys have had that feeling before. You try to get your ass moving out of the house to the gym, and that's the hardest part. When you actually get to the gym and you start working out, you kind of enjoy it, and it's not as hard as you thought, you know? And it's very important for us to get ourselves into momentum. I think that's today's key word or key download is momentum. When you start getting momentum, I don't know if you've had it before, where 1 month later, 2 months later, you actually feel unstoppable, right? You feel, because why? Because we're creatures of habit. So once it becomes habitual, this is what we want. We want discipline. We want success to become habitual to us, right? We want that feeling where I know I don't feel like I want to do it, but I know it's part of my habit to actually do that, to do what's uncomfortable, because I understand that outside of my comfort zone is where growth happens. And there's very important principles about success, not just about discipline, not just about momentum, but also about stepping outside of your comfort zone. I mean, that's how muscle is built, right? You can't just swing some light weights around and expect that you're going to grow some muscles. You're going to go through some pressure. You're going to go through some pain. And when you feel challenged, that's where expansion happens. And I think people a lot of the time they forget that, or they're trying to stay away from that discomfort. And I used to be the same thing, I used to try and stay away from that discomfort. But what I realized was over time is that discomfort is where the growth happens, and that's where miracle manifests. So now it's become a little bit like, I'm going to use addiction in a positive way. It's become like an addiction, but in a positive way. I love stepping outside my comfort zone. I love going to places I've never been before, doing things I've never done before. Check out this beautiful view, by the way. I don't know if you guys seen. So beautiful out there. We're in Hong Kong right now. Just training, preparing the body. You have to move the body every day. This is your temple. Your body is your temple. It needs to be for 3 things. My spiritual master always says, train your body for flexibility, right? So don't be so stiff. Flexibility in the body is flexibility in the mind, there's flexibility in the spirit. Train your body for strength. You gotta be strong. When you build up the strength in your body, you'll have strength in the mind too. The mind will follow, then your spirit will follow. And then third thing is stability. That's why we practice a lot of asanas, yoga, for stability. So that gives you a more balanced life. So we need to remember, when it comes to success and how we achieve, how we do anything is how we do everything. How you approach it at the gym, you take the same mentality, and how you approach life, how you approach finances, business, everything, you'll do well. You gotta build that winner's mindset. I don't believe I was born a winner. I was the lazy kid growing up. I was the D grade student. But I think I'm living proof that if I can do it, you guys can do it too. It's not that I'm more talented than you guys, but it just may be that when I don't feel like doing something, but I know it's good for me, then I still do it. The problem we have these days is a lot of spiritual people, they say, I don't feel like doing it, so I should listen to my spirit or my soul. And I'm like, you know, if you're talking about intuition and there's something that isn't sitting right within you, we need to also address why it's not sitting right. Is it because it's actually bad for our spirit? Or is it actually a good thing? I mean, I know workout is a good thing for my body, but it's just because maybe I'm tired. Then I say I don't feel like it. You know? Life is like that. You gotta have discipline. You gotta have momentum. You gotta have a coach. You can't just come in lifting weights and not have some routine that you know will actually get the result that you want. You gotta have a coach, you gotta have a mentor, you gotta have guidance. Use the right strategy. You don't just go in blindly working out, pulling all different weights and doing all different workouts all at the same time and expecting a result to happen. You also gotta have patience. It's not that I'm gonna lift 3 weights and then I'm gonna have a 6-pack and all this going on. No, you're gonna have patience. You gotta have determination. You gotta get that momentum. You gotta form that habit, form good habits. You gotta have that environment around you, people who also enjoy doing that thing. You know, it helps. If you're hanging around with everyone who's lazy and only likes to eat but doesn't like to work out, then, you know, very easy for us to be affected by the nurture around us. Because always remember, when our results is always a reflection of 2 things, our nature and our nurture. You know, you can be born lazy or growing up lazy, but if your nurture is strong enough, you can actually adapt and become something else. Or it could be the other way around, you know. So I think that take this approach in everything you do in life. Don't just, you know, I know it's good believing in law of attraction and things, but don't just use law of attraction as an excuse to not do anything. Still got to take that physical action. Always remember, we're here in the spirit and here in the physical as well. So spiritually, obviously connect yourself with that higher self, that higher power. You know, have trust, have faith, and flow with the universe. But at the same time, you gotta move that physical. You're gonna manifest it into physical, ground this energy and make it happen. Those are my words for everybody today. Hope it's been useful. If you got anything out of it, please do hit the thumbs up, hit the like button. Allow this message to get out to more people. We gotta not have so many lazy people and make this world a better place. And do comment below, let us know where you guys are tuned in from. I don't know if you guys see that skyline behind me, beautiful Hong Kong. Let us know where you guys are tuned in from. That's always nice to know. And finally, if you're new to this channel and you haven't already, remember to hit that subscribe button and the notifications button next to it. That's a little bell sign, by the way. Because this year, we're dedicated to making daily videos to hold you accountable to make it your best year yet. But for now, guys, we're signing out. Namaste. Namo Himalayan.